Legal counsel for the African Transformation Movement is currently in the High Court in the Western Cape to argue the merits of the December 13 Phala vote in the National Assembly. The ATM believes the National Assembly Speaker, Nosiviwe Mapisa-Nqakula, was wrong to not allow that vote to be done via secret ballot. The urgent application seeks to have the decision reviewed and set aside and declared unconstitutional and invalid. The party believes that the vote should have been conducted via a secret ballot, allowing ANC MPs to vote with their conscience. But the full bench of judges presiding over the matter are questioning why this matter is being dealt with. They believe it was already dealt with by a previous ruling of the Supreme Court of Appeal, which says voting via secret ballot is at the discretion of the Speaker. Counsel for the ATM is arguing that the SCA ruled the decision depends on the prevailing circumstances. All right, we're going to discuss the issue of the resignation of DA Tshwane Mayor Randall Williams with our regular analyst here, Dr. Levy Ndou. It's always a pleasure to have you on the show. Thanks for joining us.
Good afternoon to you, Flo. Good afternoon to the viewers at home. Thank you for having me.
All right, let's start here. So what do you make of Randall Williams' reasoning behind his resignation? He says that he doesn't want the same political instability that's taken place elsewhere to spill over in Tshwane, the nation's capital. Is that genuine reasoning from where you stand, or simply a case of, jumping before one is pushed?
Well, the writing has always been on the wall that Randall Williams is going to vacate the position of the mayor in the city of Tshwane. There are, of course, a number of developments that led to this one. There has been a motion of no confidence hanging over his head, and there has been a number of areas which has been indicated by different political parties that relates to the seemingly neglect of other areas by the political leadership in the city of Tshwane. There are issues that also relates to the financial the budgets in the city of Tshwane, which leaves many other political parties not happy. And with all these things hanging over his head, I think he took a decision not to have an embarrassing exit, but to resign before everything else could happen. The other area, in my view, that he might have looked at is that he might have realized that if indeed the motion is proposed, the coalition partners might not be well trusted to still support him, or the numbers are too big from the other parties to have him removed from office. Yeah.
I mean, this brings me back to this issue that, you and I have continuously spoken about, which is the issue of coalitions. Again, we're being shown that, perhaps we're not ready for coalition governments. Yet again, we see a situation where it falls apart. And of course, we'll see another coalition government if I'm hearing the EFF correctly there. What do you think about all of this?
Well, these events continues to remind us about the state of coalitions in South Africa. There are those who are saying that the departure of Randall Williams is in the best interest of the citizens of Tshwane. It is not, because coalitions in their nature are fragile. The very same people who are in the coalition with the DA might still vote differently. There is no guarantee that the next mayor of the city of Tshwane might come from the Democratic Alliance or from the coalition partners that are there. There is a huge possibility that we might get a brand new coalition which might be formed today or in the next few days. What all this brings to us it's a clear indication of the instability of coalitions, frustrations on the administrators, and further frustration of the people on the ground, on those that are the residents of the city of Tshwane.
All right, Mr. Ndou, another issue that I wanted to talk about, of course, was the issue of the ATM being back in court to review the Speaker's decision to refuse a secret ballot when voting in the Phala Phala matter. How do you think this will eventually play out?
Well, this is a purely legal matter in my view. But you have a situation where you think things were not done properly. You have got the legal system in South Africa to actually provide a neutral, legal, and a very reasonable decision. We have got this trend in South Africa that politicians would love to go to the legal system when things don't go their way at a political level. But that is what we've actually created in South Africa. We just have to live with that situation.